Hello everyone, this is John from the Auto Finance. Welcome back to our channel. We are with you on 25th of August afternoon analysis. On this video, we will cover some news first, then we will just go ahead with our charts. All right. First of all, we have received US GDP final figures for quarter two, second quarter, and they are just they just received a better than expected. So recession expectation is getting slower. That means, so everybody was just expecting that, all right, if there is recession, it just starts, and then Fed can just pivot easily, and then they will just stop hiking the rates. But right now, instead of a 1.6 contraction, only 0.6 contraction. That means not much contraction is happening. That's why Fed may be more hawkish on the coming weeks. That's why we have seen some more details. And we have received German German business climate index, and then that was as expected low, just like the previous month. So as long as there's a war in Ukraine, and then as long as there's this energy crisis in Germany, we cannot expect higher level of these high level of business climate index. That's why we see that. All right, that was the news. Let's start with our first chart. The first chart is silver. As you can see here, silver is being rejected from resistance again. It was on a big fall since the middle of August, and for the last 10 days it was declining from 20.82, and then it just bottomed around $1, just $1 decline, and then we have seen $2 decline, and then we have seen some rise in that direction, in high direction, but from these level it has been rejected. So what can we expect? It may just make another trial and on this one, because it's not declining sharp, so it's just becoming close to this one, and then we can wait for some fresh news, just for example, declining bond rates. Right now US 10-year bonds and global bonds are on the rise. If they just decline some, so it may just make some more rise. If we just see another rejection here, so it will be just something similar to this. Just look at it here. It has been rejected and then declined, so we can just expect something similar to this if that rejection happens on this time again. So it's just coming closer. Just wait for another confirmation on this one. If you just see it just getting away from that one, then you can sell and then wait until to the support test. That was the first chart. Let's look at our second chart.
You are ready to win with us. GAN Markets.
All right, our second chart is your dollar. As you can see here, your dollar is on just some rise, but it has been declined. It's been rejected from this level. A $1, a parity level is just right now a resistance level, and we see declines on that one, because the fresh news regarding on US side is just keeping dollar index basically just lower, and then when dollar index just it just gets away from historical highs, a very recent decade height, and we see declines and then rises in euro. But when it just make attempts, when dollar index make attempts around a 109 levels, then we see more declines, and this level will probably just make some struggle, and then $1. But if the market just convinced that it's not possible to stay at this level, we will definitely see first 98, then even 95. 0.95 is possible in euro dollar. Let's look at our last. All right, our last chart is NASDAQ. As you can see here, NASDAQ has just jumped from the same level of the beginning of August. Like from this level, it just spent some more time, and these also like you just spend the similar time. And after these, it just made these rise, and similar rise is happening on that one. So the fate can be similar. Yeah, why not? It can just like test high levels. The reason like a rising right now is the Biden administration is easing efforts. Every day we just hear a new stimulus packages, new like a new package. So it's kind of like a happening so often. Just inflation reduction package and blah blah helping package. The recent one is US student loan debt forgiveness, $10,000 for each student. It just being said that it can just like around like a 43 billion yeah, sorry 43 million students can just benefit from these. And when it's just passed on the Congress, when it's just like a law, and total $430 billion forgiveness. So this is another stimulus. You know, when there's stimulus, when there is new money injection into market or just deduction of like a from debt, so it will be just these people will just be able to spend more money, and then they will just relax, and then they will just make some more investment. These just hoping these companies listed on NASDAQ will benefit from these. That's why we see these rise. And the speeches of Fed Powell will be important today, and as everyone knows, like a Jackson Hole meeting, and then on that one, Jerome Powell will make a speech, and then when he just make the day it just started, and then on that speech we will see a lot of different things. It will be tomorrow. Jerome Powell will speak tomorrow. The Jackson Hole meeting started today, and we will see a lot of things and a lot of new statements probably. But also he can just say we are data driven, and then we can just go on like that. That's also possible. As you can see, it will just test this level first and 13,000 and 146. Then if it just gets rejected from that level, will decline. But as I said, the pattern so similar, spending some time and then rise, and then first resistance, and then go on like this. So if you just see these levels just passing like similar to this one, then another spending some time and rise. This pattern can just repeat itself. All right, thank you so much for watching us. We will be together on more news. We will just cover more charts and news with you. Have a nice and profitable day. Bye.